Hi guys, so welcome to our first day of drafting our fables. You guys have done an amazing job with planning your fable. So there's a couple of things that you need to do today for writing. So step one, you need to review your fable organizer that's on Google Classroom. It's going to be under the topic with your name, okay? So I'm going to change it all around and there will be topics with your name and you're going to review your fable organizer. I created this organizer for you using the information that you have decided that you wanted for your fable. So, first of all, my moral is work comes first, then play. The setting is in the morning in the desert. My characters are the dog and the snake, and I said that the dog was loyal, hardworking, and focused. So the snake was deceitful, plays tricks on others, and is not hardworking. My problem and solution. So the problem is that the dog knows that nighttime is going to be super cold and spends the day looking for shelter. His friend, Snake, spends the day slithering around, playing tricks on Dog. Dog gets mad and leaves Snake. The resolution. How is this problem solved? Dog finds shelter, but Snake spends the night outside in the cold. So that's all the information that you guys planned over the past few writing sessions. Today, what we're going to be focusing on the beginning, all right, of our story. So in the beginning of our story, we need to introduce the characters and the setting. So go back to my organizer, my to-do list, I apologize. And it says step 2, check out this mini lesson. So this is right now the mini lesson that we're doing. Step 3, we're going to begin to draft the beginning of our story on the doc found on Google Classroom. So I have my document, okay? And I know that my beginning needs to introduce the characters and the setting. So you guys see how I can just go back and forth very easily between my two tabs. All right, so I know that I have my two friends, right? And I have a dog and I have a snake. So it's really important for us that we are sparking the setting and the characters for our readers. We want to really think about what are some of the things that we would be sensing if we thought about our setting and we thought about our characters. So I know that I want to start by introducing my characters, and I'm going to say that they're friends. Even though they're two opposite types of people, they're still friends. So I'm going to say two friends. And where did they live? They lived in the desert where the days, when I think of desert, I think of during the day. I'm using my senses right now and my background of what I know about a desert. A desert is super, super hot during the day. It's very dry and hot. But at night, it gets super cold, right? So I'm thinking of that as I'm painting my picture and setting the scene for my reader. So I have two friends live in the desert where the days are hot and the nights are cold. And then I want to start so that's my setting, right? I'm setting it up. It's the desert. The days are hot. The nights are cold. Now I'm going to start to introduce my characters, right? I'm going to say dog was hard working and focused. So again, remember I can go back here. So I have he's loyal, hardworking, and focused. Right now I'm not going to talk about loyal. I'm just going to talk about him being hardworking and focused. So dog was hardworking and focused, right? I'm going to try to elaborate hardworking and focused for a second. I'm going to say because he was hardworking and focused, he really put his mind to anything that was presented to him. He really put his mind towards anything that was presented to him. Right? Now we have Snake, right? I have to introduce Snake and kind of paint a picture for for the reader of Snake. So I'm going to say Snake was not hardworking and loved. Let's go back here. What did we say about him? We said he's deceitful, he plays trick on others, and he's not hardworking. I'm going to say Snake was not hardworking and loved to play tricks on his best friend, dog. So I'm going to go back. Now remember, a fable is a short story, right? But in the end, it teaches the reader a moral or a lesson. So I'm not going to, really elaborate about and stretch out like what the dog looked like or what the snake looks like, right? I want to paint more of a picture of them as characters, right? About them on the inside traits about them. So let me reread my beginning. And what we said was that a beginning introduces the character and setting. So 2 friends lived in a desert where the days were hot and the nights are cold. Dog was hardworking and focused. He really put his mind toward anything that was presented to him. Snake was not hardworking and loved to play tricks on his best friend, Dog. So I'm going to stop for a second. I'm going to go back. Did I introduce the characters? Yep. And did I tell the reader where the story is taking place? I did. So for today, for writing, when I go back to my to-do list, I had to begin to draft the beginning of the story. That's all I had to do. So I'm done for today. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to turn in my papers. What's going to happen is I'll look at it. When we go to do writing again on day 28, which is Thursday, or the next writing, because some of you might not be on that day 28. When we go to do writing next time, you're going to be meeting with me, and we're going to edit and revise the beginning of your story. All right? So I look forward to seeing what you write.